doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
You know what always tripped me out? Because social media kind of changed the dynamics for how accessible things are. So I'm like, what's the point of certain people being in positions to navigate things and coordinate things?
No, for sure.
When you could just DM somebody now and be like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that change? How did social media change the dynamics for how you approach
Social media gave voices to people who shouldn't have voices.
Yeah.
In my eyes. Because before all of the social media shit and all of that shit, motherfuckers had to be outside. Somebody had to know you from you doing some shit or your name being reputable. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like you can be whoever the fuck you want to be on the internet.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. You can make up like a whole lifestyle that never existed.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Swear. I just was seeing that on like my mixtapes or something. Somebody posted it. One of the rappers, I forget where he was from. He was like, yeah, no, I don't live that life for none of this shit. It just sound good. I make it sound good. I said, damn.
Yeah. People are starting to admit to it more. They're saying like, this isn't actually my real life. I think like Lil Tech or somebody said something like that. He was saying like, this is
I ain't hip if Lil Tech said I fuck with his music though. He cool.
Yeah. But doesn't it kind of throw things off a little bit? Like when you figure out
It's not generic no more.
Yeah.
Like it's not authentic. It's not authentic. Like everybody it's like some hybrid type shit. Like they got it to just put a 10 on it.
One of my favorite comedians, his name was like Bobby Lee, and he was talking about podcasting. And he was like, hey, we just say shit on the microphone. Sometimes we just make shit up when we podcast. And I was like, I'm never listening to your fucking podcast again if you're just making shit up when you talk.
But it's like, that's what makes shit, motherfuckers want to listen to it. Motherfuckers rap about all of this shit. Everybody got 20 hats. All this shit. Like, it's like, if that's the case, you ain't been interrogated or nothing.
Yeah, or like you go on Instagram and somebody will make something that looks like a real video of like somebody getting cheated on and getting confronted. It's fake. You kind of know it's like kind of fake.
Yeah.
But then you'll read the comments. There's 5,000 comments of people arguing about the video.
That is how, like, that shit be. I hate them them content creators. I ain't gonna lie, that shit get on my nerves.
But I'm always tripping at the people.
I mean, I ain't
comment.
hating on them, but I just hate that type of content.
I hate that type of content too, and I hate that people like contribute to it because it's like, why are you guys arguing about a scenario that's not even a reality? Like you guys are like arguing like these two people are really cheating on each other, and you're having a whole
They probably
conversation.
don't even know each other. That'd be the thing too.
Yeah.
Like, the shit do be crazy.
But it kind of goes back to falsehood in entertainment. It's the most falsified that it's ever been in history.
No, for sure.
How do you feel like 2025 is going to be? Do you feel like there's going to be like a shift in dynamic with what's happening in entertainment? Do you think it's going to have like a reset where you have to be genuine to be a hip hop artist or a rap artist?
I mean, I don't think so because of the shit that they allowing to happen and like it just worked. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers telling they tough, but they told and they might get some little money or whatever and don't nobody care about it now. Now they getting booked way more. Like it's just all type of shit going on. Then you got it's just hellish dumb shit going on. So I don't see no end to it. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I feel like characters are always gonna win from now on. Like if you can make a character and adapt to it and bring it into your lifestyle, you're gonna win.
Oh, for sure. I think it's all about magnifying who you are as a person, like really expressing that to its full energetic possibility, and people are going to rock with that.
Yeah.
Like you're not in full energy mode 100% of the time when you're just living your day-to-day life. But when that camera turns on, you better turn it 100%.
Yeah, for sure. And the people that can do that be the ones that, like, because at the end of the day, this shit is entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to entertain them some type of way. Like, everybody ain't going to be able to tune in. The attention spans is so short now. Everybody ain't going to be able to tune in until you rapping good. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring something else to it, to the shit to make them draw into you again.
Yeah, like rappers have storylines now.
Yeah,
like you're watching
for sure.
somebody's entire story. Like, you know who has the craziest story right now is obviously Diddy. Diddy has the craziest story in history. This guy went from freaking managing the biggest artist in the world, becoming a mogul for business, entrepreneurship, everything, to now being like in jail.
But that's just like, I don't know. I feel like that should be a way for like, how can I explain what I'm trying to say?
Pull in that microphone.
Yeah. I feel like that shit is like they use them as pawns to do shit, whatever the case may be. And when they ready to like bag off, they do shit to tear them down and all of the shit, because it's like, how did they go all of these years without that shit coming out?
Right.
Like, just now, everybody just all of a sudden it should have domino effect. Everybody like that. I don't know.
But who could possibly be the puppet master for Diddy? If you're thinking that it's somebody else that's in control of it, who would be like the puppet master?
I'm not saying nobody's in control of it. I ain't saying he ain't do what they say he did. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is, I feel like it's a higher up over all of them, and they got to keep them happy.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
You
feel
could
me?
be
I don't
right
know.
about
I just mind my business, though.
Well,
They ain't got nothing to
somebody's
do with me.
paying, obviously, to go to these things or be a part of it or whatever situation is. It's almost like, even though this is kind of a far left example, like White Boy Rick, how they said that he wasn't really the mastermind behind all of the operations. He was actually working for like people like the Curry family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they just used him as the face for the blame when it came down for people to go to prison.
Exactly.
You know?
Because that's the same thing like with the Bill Cosby situation. Once he tried to buy a big network,
Man.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, he really woke me up to a lot of the shit that just be like, oh, now that he doing it, now this person, then now they trying to bring up Jay-Z.
Well, that's true. But the Bill Cosby situation was interesting because it was actually a comedian named Hannibal Buress that pointed out the fact that Bill Cosby was doing that stuff.
Yeah.
It was this comedian named Hannibal Buress. He was on the Eric Andre show. He was doing stand up and he was like, why don't y'all like look back into Bill Cosby's case about him pilling women and stuff. And then that sparked an outrage. Social media saw it. They looked back into Cosby's history and it re-unfolded everything he had done.
But was that the reason? Because he also was trying to buy what? NBC or BT or some shit.
He was
like
trying to go crazy.
He was trying to buy one of them big networks.
Yeah.
And literally, like, I don't know how far, because I don't know the back end behind when they was doing the deal, but once that shit was publicly made, all of that shit came out.
Man, that's crazy. You ever seen Gatekeeping, like, without saying any names? Have you ever seen, because you've been to the top with the entertainment. You, ShredGang, BandGang, everything you guys have done, you guys got to feel the full force of what entertainment can bring.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever see Gatekeeping behind the scenes? Did you ever see a moment where somebody had opportunity to move forward and somebody else stopped their motion?
I see it all the time still to this day.
Damn.
But it's like, at the end of the day, like, what's raw and what's meant for somebody, you can't hold it back even if you try to. Like, it be people like that. And then some people do it just like, that's just their character. They don't even mean to. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just, like, some people be mad at what you got going on, and then some people is just naturally born haters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what's going on, you could, like, everything could be going good in their life. They still can't help but to hate on a situation. So it'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
but no, I see it all the time.
You got to work that out of your system, though, right? That hatred and that jealousy and envy that you have for other people. But it's hard to, right? In entertainment, because people are so emotional, bro.
Exactly, because a lot of these, like, I ain't gonna say a lot, but because now it's more like, so people from the streets coming into music and doing, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was like a lot of these people, this was their voice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, if this is what I dreamed of doing my whole life since I was a kid and all of this shit, and then this person who just committed crimes this whole life come make one song blow up, it's like, it's just embedded in them to hate damn near. Like, and I ain't even gonna say hate, but just like not be as happy for the situation for somebody else if it was for them.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to watch as an entertainer when you see somebody do it in one take, and it's like you've been grinding all this time, and somebody comes out in one take.
For sure, but it's like at the end of the day, if you know what you got coming and you know what you gonna do, like that shouldn't even come. Like, cause I done seen plenty motherfuckers come through here one take, out of here, gone, grind 6 months, gone. You feel me? I ain't never hated on not one person ever. Like I can go to DMs at plenty of the motherfuckers who own. Like, I don't hate. I don't got no reason to hate. We don't got no issue. I want to see you win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When you were coming up, did you ever have was there a solo portion of your career? Was there you identified just as you before ShredGang and everything like that? So when you hopped in the game, it was straight ShredGang right away.
Yeah. That right now, that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm kind of like building a solo catalog. We still doing group shit, you know, all of the shit like that, but I'm building a solo catalog so they can just see more of my music, you know what I'm saying? Like what I create on my own type shit.
But people know you for both sides. Like you do your own stuff. Like 2016 was fire as fuck, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And that was people kind of reimagining that time, re-experiencing that time, but through the lens of you. Like you were able to project that.
For sure.
That's solo. But then there's ShredGang song. There's songs with the group too that still go out. But I feel like do you feel like you're doing better solo right now than you are when the groups collaborate?
I feel like our group projects do better. It's a better intake. Everybody want to see it more, but it's like it's so hard to get everybody on one page to do these videos or do this. And then especially motherfuckers got kids, motherfuckers got bills, they take care of all of the shit. So it's like it's more so of it gotta make sense all the way for everybody and at the same time too. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just it ain't shit for me to get up and just I'm about to shoot a video or I'm about to go do this. You know what I'm saying? It don't be hard for me to do that shit to the neck.
Have you still been able to maintain a living just off of music alone?
I always say because like I never really lived off music, but I live off music. Meaning like my music wouldn't pay the lifestyle that I want to live, but what I do because if I do music, like the connections I make, the people I meet, like you feel me? So I still live off music. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to get a job, no shit like that. But
yeah, off the name. That's
for sure.
It's not just the music; it's off the name.
Exactly.
Right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
So when you started off with music, you were automatically in ShredGang. Like that was the first step into music.
Yeah.
It wasn't like solo first and then ShredGang.
Nope.
Who was the group originally comprised of?
It's me, Horace, Bugs, Strap, and Cab. Cab's in prison. He been in prison since 2016.
Well, does he have an expected release date?
He got about 6 years left.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you guys still communicate?
For sure, that's my boy.
Yeah.
But that was my brother before we like all of them my brothers. Like Strap was the newest person that I met, but that's still my brother. You know what I'm saying? But all of them, I knew them like high school. We going to high school parties, skating rinks, basketball teams, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been knowing damn near everybody you see us hang with. Was
the group already set like when you came in, or was it you guys formed it at the same time?
We really was just playing in the studio because like I said, BandGang was already doing their thing or whatever, and we was just playing around in the studio for real. We all is the group, like that's who hang with each other. You know what I'm saying? So we was just playing around in the studio. Me and Bugs. Then Horace would come up there. Horace come get on some shit. Strap come up there. He get on some shit. Cab be back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I formed. And then we letting everybody hear. They like, damn, y'all niggas can kind of rap for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then nigga Lonnie coming in there, I'm getting on this, I'm getting on this, I'm getting on this, Miles getting on this, Pay, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it just solidified it because they already was the hottest shit smoking out this motherfucker at the time, you know what I'm saying? So it just made it way easier for us.
Yeah, man.
And then of course, all of my niggas want to go to jail. So that's why it's like you gotta ask who is all, you know what I'm saying? Because Horace went to jail, he did 3 years, then went back to jail, did another 2 years. Bugs was in jail for 3 years, 4 years. Strap was in jail for 3 years, you know what I'm saying? And Cab's still in jail. I'm the only one that didn't go.
Yeah.
So that's why it was like I was able to still keep doing music, and then me and Lonnie had the wave that we had and all of the shit.
Yeah, man. You and Lonnie's, obviously, we talked about it last time. That was like the craziest duo, right? That was what everybody was like in love with.
Yeah.
You know, and during that time, like you said, it's ShredGang, BandGang. You guys work collectively when the time comes to work collectively and everything like that.
Yeah.
To this day, I feel like BandGang and ShredGang had a little bit of blackballing. Like, I feel like the industry looked at them a little bit and was like, yo, they're fire, but no.
Because it's like, we ain't really had nobody with a name who is gonna vouch for us in a good way. And I don't say this to say like they was vouching for us like or trying to hate on us or trying to blackball us, but they just like, oh yeah, they do good music, but they really what they rapping or they really like, you know what I'm saying? And in this game of entertainment, a lot of people that don't attract a lot of people, especially not the people that you need to attract. You feel me? Right, so in a way, that was kind of hurting us, you know. But
like, okay, for instance, right, Doughboys Cash Out had Jeezy pull up, right? And it was like, okay, I'm going to take you guys to the top. I'm going to take some of these members and do something for you.
For sure.
So nobody came at that stature and said, I want to do the same thing with you guys because of the fact that they believed you were living the stuff you're rapping about?
Did it happen?
What?
Did it happen?
I mean, no, but you could have said no to a deal, though, too, so nobody would ever know.
I mean, we come from the streets, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we really come from nothing. Like, we got it right, and you know, we get it right, whatever the case may be, but we come from nothing. We ain't no fools.
So nothing, no opportunity even close to that came to you guys?
As a collectively,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But like
Lonnie and stuff.
Lonnie got Miles, you know, like everybody had their little runs. But yeah, for sure, no, not as collectively, especially when we was the hottest shit doing 40,000 a month on YouTube.
Man. That's the crazy part, right?
Cash too, like not just, like we quit collectively in a group. That was our YouTube check, but this was before YouTube, of course, changed all of the geometrics and all of the shit. $20,000 iTunes checks, like this shit, we splitting down between all of us. You feel me?
Was it 40,000 a month monthly checks? Was the YouTube checks?
Not, but like I think that was like one of our biggest ones, probably.
So you guys were seeing 20,000 plus a month minimum, probably,
but
collectively.
Of course, we splitting it between like, you know, who deserve whatever they cut is and all shit like that. But yeah, hell yeah, our shit was going crazy because we was like, when YouTube was paying like that, we was like, all right, every 100,000 views, we gonna drop another video. And that shit was doing 100,000 in a day, literally like 50,000 in a day. You wake up the next day, it's at 100.
Man.
Like crazy shit. Like people used to be thinking we was paying for views. Swear to God, we ain't never paid for none of that shit, nothing. That shit was just coming like generic. And you gotta think, nobody was rapping at that time. Like we probably had us, Doughboys, Team Eastside, Stunt Hard. I think they might have been breaking up at the time. Like Cash Kid. Like it was only like probably like 10, 15 people that was outside of the city that motherfuckers was listening to.
But when it comes down to groups, you're like one of five, right?
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying?
So there wasn't many guys really doing it.
Exactly. And then especially to the level that we did it at. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah.
You guys were super prolific. Like the numbers were just insane. Like were you guys doing similar show like venues as far as maxing out seats or selling out seats as close to anybody else's group in Detroit?
See, the thing is, yeah, for sure, because we was going other places, like not like as far as like big shit like the Fox or no shit like, but like 1,000 people venue, 500, like we going to other cities, that motherfucker being sold out. Like I done seen us do it collectively. I done seen Miles do it. I done seen Lonnie do it. I done seen Pay do it. I done did it with Dame Dot. Like, for sure.
Man, it's so crazy how you guys garnish such a great mass amount of followers and supporters. Like it's crazy to see, and that no label looked at you guys like, let me take them and fucking do something. It's so crazy. And there wasn't that many options. And who is the first? Obviously when you talk about Team Eastside and the fact that they have individual identities that flourished on their own solo after their group kind of ended, you guys have that same token in your own respects as well, but they were a great group too, and they were a major group too.
One of the best.
Yeah, just like you guys were a major group.
I always put them as like one of the top groups from Detroit though, because look at the niggas they got on their lineup, and then when they come together and do that shit, bro, like that Welcome to Our Side and all it, bro, that shit was so crazy, bro.
Do you think Lonnie got the furthest as far as in comparison to a group kind of a person breaking out and going solo? Do you think he got the closest to what Team Eastside did? It was like Babyface Ray blowing up in his own lane and PZ blowing up in his own lane?
I mean, in a way, but it's like I say, it's kind of like it's they own lane. Like Rose is huge.
True.
That nigga is huge. Like you would think his music ain't as crazy as it is because he don't drop as much or he don't really care about it, but he is huge. Mm-hmm. Then Pay from the streets, he is huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets love him. Then Mazzo, energy, just real rap, all of the shit, they love him. And then you got an artist, Lonnie, they love him. Then you got Jizzle, Player, he, like, you feel me? They all did they shit. We just, like I say, my people was in jail. So they didn't get a chance to really flourish what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't gonna say I got my run or nothing, but like a lot of people see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? They know I can rap. They know all of the shit, but of course it's not as big as what they did, but
we didn't have a chance to get there.
Yeah, and then the thing is, it ain't like it's done. You know, like it ain't.
It ain't done. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But just talking about the biggest groups and who succeeded, like solo career succeeders after the group kind of like slowed down even a little bit, right? Yeah, and they
for sure. You got to get them the top spot for surely when it comes to that, because every one of them doing something. If is GT considered Team Eastside? Yeah, GT doing this thing. Lou, Peasy, Vez, Baby, like all of them, they all doing their shit. You feel me? Yeah. And especially the ones who really like still sticking to music, because you still got your P's, Lil P, he do his shit every time he drop it, some fire shit, you feel me? Dame Dot in his own lane doing this shit, everything. You feel me? You know Dame coming.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, for sure, them niggas definitely one of the top. Well, shit, ain't no one. They the top group when it come to that, as far as like solo careers, for sure.
Was it easy to maintain when you guys were on fire? Was it easy to maintain boundaries as far as safety concerns for yourself, as well as growing the artistry the way you guys did it?
I mean, when it comes to that, like that's a thing that, like, as far as us, ShredGang, we live by that. Like, that's just when we come outside, we own, like, instantly, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that was a big part of our role in this building of this campaign that we did. We made sure everybody was on their toes, paying attention to how we, you know what I'm saying? Because we never, like, not saying we shouldn't have or we should have, you know what I'm saying? But we never had security at our shows. Like, we always came with our entourage, our people, and we all watching, you know what I'm saying? We all on our P's and Q's, making sure everything good.
What do you think was the highest peak of the group? Even though I know you guys are still continuous and everything, but what do you think the highest peak of ShredGang?
In the beginning, for sure. We was going crazy. Our first check was like I forgot what that motherfucker was. It's some thousands though. You feel me? And I'm like, damn. But for sure, when we first dropped, and it was so crazy because we was going that crazy, and at the time we ain't have one video out as a group. We still don't got a video with me, Horace Books, and Strap in the video.
Yeah.
Not one.
Just because of timing and just because
you feel
can't
me?
Meet up at the same time.
So it'd be like, Horace Mike can't make this one. All right, well, we gonna shoot this song that he ain't on. All right, Strap Mike can't make this one. We gonna shoot this. Oh, I can't make it. They gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always like, it might be me and Horace, or it might be me and Cat, or, you know what I'm saying? However.
When it comes to everybody getting locked away, unfortunately, and that being kind of the hardship of the group, what was the beginning phases of realizing, all right, people are going away and it's harder to maintain the music scene?
It honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it gave me a bigger push, because it was like, now you can drop more videos like you want to do. You can, because I really, like, they was the ones, like, more so still in the streets. You feel me? I'm telling them, like, nah, bro, let's do this. Like, you feel me? Like, they know what we on out. Like, let's do this, bro. I'm telling you, bro, we can just do this, boop, boop, boop. And you feel me? Unfortunately, they got caught up, went to jail, whatever the case may be. So now it's like, all right, now you can do everything that you said you wanted to do. Keep it going, so when they come back, they can still do some shit if they want to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you showed the formula can work, right?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
showed, like, yo, let's just take the lane of the music because it will pay us eventually, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What was the for you solo wise? What was, like, the biggest gratifying moment for you solo wise?
I would probably have to say like in like my two first solo tapes that I dropped, or no, my second and my third, it was Sideshow Bob and Black Mass Bandit. Them two was like my peak of, like, when I was going the hardest as far as solo.
Yeah.
But like the project that I took the most pride in and I felt like the most happy about was Chopstar. Because I really worked on that motherfucker for like 2 years. Like, whole and shit, like, all right, I'm gonna put this aside and keep this for this and do this. And then I was just trying all type of shit and they fucked with it. Yeah. So it was like that was the first CD that me and Stuntman did together.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, okay, he on these type of beats. Okay. Yeah, I like this sound from him right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, on that type of time. But I feel like Chopstar got a bigger reach because the push that I did behind it and everything that came around it. It could have been bigger if I would have shot a lot of videos, because I got hella features on there, like good features too. Like, I got Dame Dot on that motherfucker. I got Samuel Shabazz, I think.
Samuel Shabazz, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I think he on that one. Right. But I got hella good niggas on that motherfucker, like top streaming niggas and shit, you feel me? So it's like, if I'd have shot the videos to a lot of them songs, it'd have made a bigger difference for it, for sure.
Yeah.
And that be my thing. I don't know.
Your videos are so fire, bro.
Oh, God.
Is that one that where you walking in the mansion, one of your videos after we did the interview, and you're walking through that house and shit. I was like, this is like fire. It's just like a dude walking through the crib.
Oh God, and I be coming up with a lot of that shit like by myself too.
Yeah.
Like I be like thinking it out, all of the shit, for sure.
Man, with Sideshow Bob, I remember when that dropped because I remember my entire fucking everything was filled with it because I think everybody was reposting the album cover for it and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I was seeing that bitch everywhere. I was like, that is literally the most fire shit. Do
Yeah.
you still resonate with Sideshow Bob?
For
like,
sure.
the character?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was crazy.
Uh-huh.
He was a crazy motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Did Simpsons kill him or did he live for? Is he still on?
I don't know. I ain't even gonna lie, I gotta go look that up because you just made me think about that. But I ain't watched like none of the new episodes of The Simpsons in hella long though.
You stopped fucking with it or did you just not don't have time?
I just don't be watching TV like that, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. For the most part, whatever the fuck you want to see on TV gonna be on your phone anyway.
Yeah.
News, all of the shit. You ain't gotta watch the news. That shit gonna come up on Baller Alert or something.
So are you more like on your phone now, just looking through social media, and you don't really watch productions anymore?
If somebody tell me to watch some shit like, oh, you should watch this, it's hard because I ain't a good like. I don't know. I don't pick movies or shows good. So a motherfucker got to tell me, and then I got to be like, what is on? And then if I like what they say, all right, I'm gonna go check it out.
What was the last thing that you peeped that was actually good?
The last movie I watched was the fuck is that shit called? It's something Rebels. It's on Netflix.
Rebels?
It's like a movie, like Rebel in the name. It's a movie about the dude. He was trying to go bond his brother out of jail or some shit, but his brother was like a snitch or something, and the police knew it. He was a Marine or something, and he was in like a hick town, and they was on some janky shit trying to take his money.
I know every Netflix movie. I never heard of some shit like that.
What the fuck?
What about? Did you see like Terrifier 3, or did you see Penguin, or did you see?
Nope, I ain't seen Penguin. Penguin on Netflix.
Penguin? No, not yet. But man, that
I was
show.
about to say that shit just came out, right?
Yeah, and you know what?
Okay.
I don't even fuck with like superhero shit.
That's
that
what
shit
I
is
do
not,
fuck with.
You fuck with superhero shit?
Yeah, like Marvels. I fuck with all the Marvels.
Yeah.
I fuck with all of that shit. Like I be watching the timelines on that shit and everything.
That show doesn't even feel like a fucking superhero show. It's literally just a gangster ass motherfucker that like runs a city for a minute.
Yeah.
Like that's all that shit is. I'm like, this is the best shit.
But that's damn near what he was though.
What, you know the whole story about Penguin?
I mean, not the whole story, but like when you like I know like Batman stories and shit. You know, he come into Batman stories and shit. So it's like when he came in, that's the vibe. He came dressed like a mob boss. He come in, what I say go, all of the shit, you know what I'm saying? So it don't surprise me.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about people like with that type of persona where you're like if Tony Soprano, for instance, right? Or even like a Tony Montana or something like that. What is it about us that loves a person that even though they're despicable and they fuck up society, we can't stop to watch them and somehow want them to win?
Because it's like this, right? I feel like the human brain likes, how can I explain what I'm trying to say? Like it like when you know somebody wrong, but they still doing it in a mannerism way though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't just saying fuck people, but it's like at the end of the day, somebody gonna do it. Yeah. I'm just doing it the best. That's why y'all mad at me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's really be the story. Like, cause you could be mad at him or you can be mad at your uncle who down the street standing at the corner selling rocks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He the one really hurting the community.
Yeah.
He in there making this shit like ain't no telling what Unc putting in that shit.
What do you think about like Walter White from Breaking? You don't know Walter White from Breaking Bad? Bro, you don't.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Man,
I never watched Breaking Bad, but everybody be all see me. I'm big on like if it's hella seasons, I ain't even finna watch it. My attention span, like
God,
I'm like I ain't even finna watch it. I ain't even gonna lie. It gotta like I gotta catch it. And then like it and then keep going. Like that's how like BMF. If I didn't catch BMF in the beginning, I would never watch it.
Yeah, because you know you gotta like watch every fucking thing.
Come on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I ain't watched no Raising Kanan. I don't like.
How do you feel about BMF? The story that they told, and now Meech is home and like watching it. Who knows what's gonna happen now?
I mean, the whole shit is just lit. Period. Like it. The way it seemed like to me, it seemed like it could go further than what they planned. Now that he is home. Or they can end it however they was gonna end it, but that shit fired though, the whole situation, for sure.
Yeah. How do you look at Big Meech as far as what he represents for Detroit and for the landscape of the nation when it comes to doing what he did?
Like one of them ones. What else can you look at him like? Like it's just the reality of it because it's like some of the people that you might look up to right now couldn't even stand in the same room as him and smell him.
Man.
He's so motherfucking rich.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. Like, you got houses for money.
Man, houses for money. I didn't even know that.
They was having houses. They ain't had nowhere to put that shit. What you mean? If you got hundreds of billions, where you gonna put in cash too? Not in the bank. This ain't no bank money. This liquid, cold hard hundreds.
Well, you know what's crazy? Like LeBron James has to have like the cleanest persona of all time. He can't get himself into any dirt because he's on TV all the time. But then once Big Meech got freed, he's like, yo, Big Meech is out.
Come on,
it's like damn.
But Brian always like dibble and dab with, you know what I'm saying, little shit here and there because it's where he come from, bro. Like no matter what you do, like. It's like that's what you adapted to first. Yeah. It's your first adaptation.
What's been going on with the new tape?
Shit, I'm working on. Well, it's done. I'm just getting all the video shot. Reality rap. Finna drop that.
What's it gonna be different from everything else that you've released in the past?
It's more so just like I say, I'm just more on like showing the elevation of my music and all of the shit that I've been doing and. You know, just polishing my game up when it comes to the music, for real.
Yeah.
Different artists, different type of beats. You know what I'm saying? Not too much different, but.
So they're still going to get some type of similar vibes, but you're just enhancing it more.
Yeah. See, now, and on Valentine's Day, I'm going to drop a CD called The Player Pad.
Yeah.
Now, that's a whole different, that's like for the females type shit, like more... Some R&B shit. I got a R&B song on there, like, you feel me? But like just some player shit that the females want to vibe to, listen to, all this shit for sure.
Yeah, I did. I was reading your comments before you got here on YouTube and stuff, and I did notice that you do have a lot of female fans, which is like crazy.
And it don't seem like it to me, because every time I go check my shit, they be like 70% men, 20%, 30% women. I be like, what the fuck? I don't want the men. I want the women anyway. Cause
and the women's the ones bringing the freaking boyfriends to the
They
concert.
bring the money, and the niggas gonna listen to whatever the women want to listen to.
Yeah.
Cause you go pick your little shorty up, you ain't gonna be in there listening to.
Nah, bro. When the fucking Weekend was like popping, the Weekend killed me. He was popping. My ex-girlfriend, every time this guy came to perform, I was spending like fucking thousands of dollars.
Yeah, no,
to
for
watch
sure.
it, man.
That's like that. Like the females love the R&B niggas, the Brent Faiyaz's and those type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure.
And now it's like crazy too, because. Man, I don't know how I feel about this because, like, I go out a lot now and people, like, want to take pictures of me and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it would be, like, girls and they'll have their boyfriends take the picture of me and their girlfriend together. And I'm almost like, I know my mind's not supposed to look at it stupid, but I would never take a picture of my girlfriend with another dude type shit. It would have to be all three of us.
But you got to look at it like this, though, right?
How?
They both looking at you as fans. He ain't looking at it like, oh, like, my girl wanna fuck. He like, bro, I fuck with this nigga too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it don't, for the most part, it don't be weird shit. It might end up being some weird shit one of these times, but it just be like a genuine love. Like, they be like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna get this picture again. So shit, somebody gotta see this shit.
Yeah.
That's just how it be. And you gotta realize you getting to that level, bro. Like, you big as hell.
No,
for sure. Like,
I appreciate that, man.
For sure. Like, hella motherfucker. I be placed, they be like, bro, you was on that interview with Kid L. I be like, damn, y'all be watching Kid L?
Nah, man, I went to the mall the other day and I was like, in
Kansas City, matter of fact.
No way.
For sure. I was in Kansas City. They're like, yeah, I was watching your interview with Kid L. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know y'all be watching that nigga shit.
That's crazy, right?
For sure.
It's getting out there. Yeah, with Chris Brown, right? Like, he was doing the thing where he would take photos with people's girlfriends and wives or whatever, and $1,000 to take a photo, and everybody's like, yo, the dude is paying for this photo with this woman. That's kind of what really sparked it in my mind. Like, he was the motherfucker that made me go like, no, man, I'm never letting my girl take a picture with her
you can take it with whoever you want to, but I ain't paying no motherfucking dime. What you talking about?
Yeah.
And guess what? You won't be paying one either. Not if you my bitch. Yeah. You ain't paying no money to take no picture. You can take a picture if you want to. Like, even me being who I am, and motherfucker want to take. Even if she want to take one of my guys, like, I ain't tripping. But pay him, bitch. You better beat it.
Are you still on the Are you still living like the bachelor life? Or are you still living like free and?
Of course,
slivers.
That's the best way to live.
It is.
What you mean? It's no other way.
I know, right?
But
I gotta stop saying this shit on the podcast, man. This shit get me in trouble. Nick, can you readjust his mic real quick for him? Just slight. Did you so when you're in the game, everybody knows that it's very hard to be in a relationship and do the music at the same time, or even entertainment. Trust me, it's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Because I can't say 90% of the shit I want to say on this podcast because my girlfriend watches it and shit.
Yeah.
She'll
She'll break your neck.
She always picks the episodes that I happen to be talking about shit like this, which is crazy how that happens. But
we don't mean no harm.
yeah. Have you experienced both sides of it, being in a relationship while in entertainment and being single while you're in entertainment?
I mean, I haven't been in a relationship since my daughter mama. Like,
How
as
long?
far as like a real, like, this is my girlfriend right here. Like,
How many years?
How many years was I with her?
No, like how many years apart has it been since you've been with somebody?
My daughter just turned 8.
So 8 years was the last time you were in a relationship?
No, like 7.
7.
Yeah.
Would you ever go back like to being
Fuck
in a
no.
relationship?
For what?
Yeah.
I don't like headaches.
Mm.
Like, and then it's like when you in a relationship, like no matter how y'all started off at it, like after so long, motherfuckers feel entitled. They feel like you have to answer to certain shit. You have to like, and I just don't like that type of I just don't like that type of shit on my plate because I don't feel like I have to tell nobody what I'm doing. Only person I owe an explanation to is my baby.
It depends on what you're doing, right? Like, essentially what you're saying is you don't like the boundaries that come with being in a relationship because there are boundaries. You have to follow to what the girl wants, like to some degree. Like, if you can't cheat when you're in a relationship, that's a boundary that a woman sets. She's like, yo, that's my main boundaries.
Bitch,
Don't
better not come playing with me then. 'Cause shit, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be real. I can't lie to you. I ain't like. I'm just not like a one woman man. Like, I just don't.
Even when like I got into my relationship that I'm in now, like when I realized the moment that I was getting into the relationship, my eyes like transitioned from like, I'm like, yeah, it's about to be dope. And then once I realized she was like cooking salmon for us, I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No more hoes? Like, what have I done? Like, this is crazy. No more hoes? Like, no more hotel visits. No more fucking a girl in the backseat. No
or
more.
just you on your phone and you just see somebody like some shit that you had some past dealings with. You say, oh, let me see what this bitch on.
Exactly.
Hello, what you doing? Pull up,
bro. On Mondays, I used to go on Instagram, DM 100 women. It was routine. Every Monday, 100 women. Obviously, by Wednesday, you're gonna figure out which ones are down and ready to go.
Yeah.
By Friday, I would line up you from 6 to 9, you from 11 to 2.
This nigga made the schedule first.
Oh man! And when I realized it was all over with, I was like, oh my god! Like, it's worth it now, like in retrospect, but it was hard in the beginning.
Don't get me wrong though. I'm not against relationships. I'm not against good partners and all of that shit. And I'm firm on some like, if that happened, it's just gonna find me. Like, I ain't looking for it at all. You know what I'm saying? In no shape or form.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think I don't know. I don't think I could ever be in a relationship. But I can deal with somebody like, you know, like, this my partner, this who, you know, whatever, but you gotta understand what I'm gonna tell you in the beginning, because I ain't gonna even lead you on and be like, oh yeah, you my bitch. I ain't gonna fuck with nobody else with you. Yeah, nah, that ain't gonna be.
You do wonder what the double-edged sword with that is, or the reality of that is. So when you tell a woman up front, like, all right, I'm gonna be with other women though, even though I'm locking in with you, I'm always gonna come home to you, I'm still gonna be seeing other women.
No, I'm not gonna come home. I'm gonna go home to my house.
Right, go home to your house. Here's the trick with it. You can never really be in love with that woman because she allows you to do that. That's the trick. You can never really be in love with the woman that allows you to sleep with other women and come home.
I try not to fall in love with women. I try to fall in loyalty. So when you being loyal to me, I'm gonna be loyal to you. Meaning, like, we rocking with it. You can count on me. You can call on me if you need me. Like, real life shit, not this fairy tale ass relationship shit. That shit is a fairy tale to me. Like, that shit. Like, if this is your person, this is your person. You ain't gotta put no name on it. You don't gotta go down to the thing, get no ring. You don't gotta do all that dumbass shit.
I don't know. It's tough. That's tough, man.
So if you had a woman and you planned on marrying her, do it make her more your woman when you marry her?
Nah.
She's the same person, right?
Same person. Same person.
And actually, it make it worse if you want to be technical. Because every time a motherfucker do that shit, get to falling apart. Now everybody going their separate ways. She got half of my money.
So you're absolutely, like, woman of your dreams walks into your life. It's still cheating. Like, you still have to cheat.
We had this conversation on the last episode. You know
Yeah.
who the woman in my dreams is?
Who?
Oprah. Goddamn it.
Oh, man,
Fuck
come
is you
on,
talking
man,
about?
nah.
I need a rich ass bitch. I don't. If it ain't that, I'm straight.
No, but yeah, but I remember us talking about that, and I watched that interview again afterwards, and I was like, man, I feel like somebody fucked you up so bad that's how you're thinking. Because there's no way you can't enjoy the aspect of just being totally
I
committed
done
to
got
one
played
person.
with. Fucked me up though. Nah. I done got played with though. A couple times.
How'd you catch him?
Being player. I'm telling you, I swear to God, being player. Every time I was being player, I caught him.
Damn.
Oh, this what you. What's up with it, bro? Yeah, I'm just all right.
He's dead.
Come on, I ain't never got into it with a nigga behind no bitch. Not on my watch with me. Bro, that's my bitch. Never.
Right. Like, that's crazy to me because once she cheated,
Not even my baby mama, and that's a person that I loved to death.
I could see
I used to
myself
love her to death, and I ain't never got into it with nobody.
when they have you locked into that point. I could see myself freaking out. Like, I wouldn't feel if a girl cheated on me that I was just dating. I'd be like, all right, I don't give a fuck. I'll move on. But if I was married, living in my house,
That's my
have
thing.
a kid,
That's my thing right
Man.
there. Because guess what they always say? With a dog, he'll piss anywhere. You'll never see a cat piss. Unless they want you to.
that's the point right there.
Come on.
You ever feel like women want you to catch them cheating, and it's just like you avoid catching them? So it's like, you know,
If they feel like you a sucker. Like if a woman like feel like that's the thing, like that's another thing, like women is cold, bro. The motherfuckers try to make it like they cold, bro. If you let them play you, they'll do you greasy, gang. I'm talking about greasy. How you out here ready to crash out, you'll be downtown at county jail, bro.
this girl came in earlier. She's talking about like if a man ever hurts me, I always end up sleeping with his friends. I was like, that
Shit
is-
like that. Like,
I was like,
you
whoa.
can't do that to crash outs. You can't do that to sucker ass niggas, because if you do that, bro, that man will kill him, you, your mama. Like, I know a story like that. I know somebody I was dealing with. The nigga thought she was fucking with his friend. That nigga went and killed him. His mans went killed somebody else, flew somewhere else, killed his granddaddy. I swear to God, no faking. You can Google it. On God. Swear to God, nigga. You can't do that.
because there's guys who will literally crash out.
For sure, bro. I'm talking about to the T. And then the thing be, motherfuckers be delusional on both ends, men and women. Men might think this is bitch, this who I love her. She don't think like that. And it vice versa. So that's why it's like I just do what good for me, what make me happy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I want to sit in the house for 5 days and not talk to you bitches. Leave me the fuck alone.
Is it like, are you in like conveyor belt mode where it's like there's women just like lined up to this day, or do you like focus on one woman at a time and it's like, all right, next, like?
No, I got like a smooth, like,
So-
see, the thing is, I deal with motherfuckers like in areas that I go to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got a few here, I got a few, like, you know what I'm saying? But they know what it is, and then it's like when I come there, I make time for y'all. Like, we kicking it, we go to the movies, or I come kick it with y'all, we Netflix, like, you feel me, whatever. But as far as like just where you at, like, nah, I don't even, it gotta make sense, bro. Like, it gotta be some type of, we bettering each other. Cause if we ain't doing that, it ain't really gonna.
Yeah, you gotta be
Like,
like pushing each other forward. Right?
Pussy is everywhere. That if like pussy, like that ain't moving me.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about that.
Dave Chappelle said the stock market for pussy has plummeted. It's because it's so easily accessible these days. You can just get it, like, no, not even trying, bro.
I mean, the ones that's not the ones that's worth having. You know,
Yeah.
if they was worth having, then everybody wouldn't have it.
But you know what's crazy about those girls? Like, you're talking about the 10 out of 10s and all that type of shit. I feel like they're getting tricked, right? I feel like those girls are getting, somebody's tricking on them, right? And so they don't make them selves accessible for the guys that they actually would like or would be with that have a little bit less money. Because I have Chaldean friends that make millions a year,
For
growing,
sure.
doing all that shit.
I'm already knowing.
And then they go get the hottest fucking doctor ass girl to just trick on for a little while, and then they move on from that girl. But you would never know that girl tricks. You would never know that this girl's being tricked on.
You wouldn't.
You
I got
ever-
an eye for this shit. I can smell one.
You ever been with a Middle Eastern girl?
Middle Eastern,
Yeah,
like been with as far as like,
hooked up.
yeah, for sure. I done been in, no, I ain't gonna lie. The only bitches that I haven't had, I ain't had an Asian.
Man,
I want that. Ooh, I want an Asian so bad.
me too.
I ain't had an Asian, and I ain't had a African bitch. I love black bitches.
Like straight African.
Yeah.
You talking about like
anywhere from that area? I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Nakara, whatever the fuck the shit called. I don't give a fuck. I want some chocolate shit.
It's crazy that
with
you
that
said
glowing ass skin.
It's crazy that you said Asian, because Asian, before I got my relationship, that was like one of the ones I didn't get off my checklist. I had like 3 left. I couldn't get Asian. But anyway, one time, I ain't gonna lie, bro. All right, I went to a massage parlor. I did not know. I did not know there was gonna be a happy ending. What she did was she tapped me on my butt to turn over, and I was like, all right, bet. Naturally, the shit got hard, and then she did her thing, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. So I count that a little bit. Like, she was Asian as fuck. You know, so I count that like a little bit.
Oh my God.
But Asians just seem like crazy.
Like what? I gotta have one of them. Like I need an Asian that's mine though. Like how I say I got. You feel me?
Yeah.
I need me a good Asian boy for sure.
That's crazy. Yeah. Hopefully, my girlfriend doesn't watch this episode. Is there anything you want to talk about before we sign off?
Nope. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout for that reality rap and that player pad.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just dropped 2 singles too, Press and 2 Will. You feel me?
For sure.
Y'all be on the lookout for all of that shit. It's the biggest shred, nigga.
My dog, thank you for pulling up on us, man. I'll do another talk soon.
You already know.
When you pull up, man. We'll do a part 2. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Hollow Visuals, Shootings Productions. We're out. Peace.